bro. Like, I don't know what it is about that shit, bro. Like, mind you, I can cook, right? But like, nothing beats. You know what I'm saying? If you're not disciplined, bro, twin, don't get your own apartment. Like, I don't care what y'all say. Atlanta really like fire. Like, when I say Atlanta got like the top, I say top five, like skyline, city line. Mind y'all, this not the skyline. This is just the belt line. But like, the city really fires for it.
I do know that they're not Akata.
We call it Akata.
I can do tattoo. I can, do my hair like this.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to like my mindset,
You know
I know. Like, that's the way I was raised up. I'm not telling this lady, oh, why are you calling me Akata? Why am I doing that for her? Why am I being the Akata that she's calling me? No, she just said I look like an Akata. It's not like, she just said I look like an Akata. I said, okay, I'm not an Akata. Like, so I'm not gonna like be rude back to the lady. Some of y'all talking about something like, bro, we gotta stop this shit, bro. You gotta defend that shit. You can't let a girl, like, you can't let a lady call you. Why am I calling, hey, Jesus. Why am I going back and forth with the older lady, right? It's okay, she called me an Akata, and so be it.
Some people stand up and rise. Some people sit and cry.
So, seems to me that an African got insulted by another African because the African thought the other African was a Black American. And I did a video recently when I talked about, I knew somebody like who had this type of experience. But this young cat, he also, like, part of when he was in the welding hat, if I'm not mistaken, he also started explaining why he wasn't an Akata, because he doesn't rob, he doesn't steal. He just went to straight negative stereotypes. So, mind you, I guess he's in Atlanta, right? Aren't Nigerians in Atlanta known for scamming? But but hey, whatever. And here's the thing, even with that, even the Nigerian thing, Nigerians are known globally for being scam artists. But when you get, like, it's kind of like the Pakistani thing. Like, Pakistanis have a bad reputation pretty much globally until they get to America. You get what I'm saying? But it's the same. Like, Nigerians have a bad reputation, and they get to America, and we're better than them Black people. So here's the one thing that Black Americans know for sure. See, this is not, if we've said this plenty of times online, but you guys, this is not the only time that something like this has happened, that an African posted this happening to an African. You're like, this happened to me, and it's like, but so when people go, oh, you Black people are doing it, no, this actually isn't our problem. This is a y'all problem. So the other thing, since he's in the trades, who was really big in the trades? Black men. They just wasn't paying Black men after a while. They didn't want to pay Black men. That's why people, quote unquote, got out of certain trades or didn't do them as much, because that's what they brought in the illegal immigrants for, to do the trades for cheaper. But I did the video I did recently where I was talking about disrespect. And here's the thing, he didn't feel disrespected because he wasn't a Black American, but he was insulted. He kind of felt he was hurt at the moment. You could tell, like, he kind of was like, oh, okay, this is what we doing, okay, But I could look like this, but my mindset, bitch. Oh, so you could look like one of us, but your mindset is completely different. So how the fuck you gonna impersonate one of us, but I think differently than you? And you impersonating a young Black cat at that. So when you get around the grown Black men, you gonna impersonate them too and go, but my mindset is complete. Like I said, this ain't necessarily our problem. This is y'all problem. The only reason we got to deal with it is because people, come here with that bullshit. I haven't really. And here's the thing: I know it exists. I've met people who who are African and Caribbean who have talked about this, right? But because of that, our interactions as far as ethnicities only go so far. You get what I'm saying? So because we know that if we get too involved in these different cultures, the disrespect is coming, and and it's at that point where we know if I get too involved and hang out with y'all too much, y'all will get disrespectful, and I'm gonna stump your ass out. And when I say I just mean as black people, like, and part of the reason I got to do this, there's a negative stereotype about us black folks being violent, right? And that's cool. We don't really care. Does it have truth to it? Yes. But here's the thing. For all you people who come to this country, what happens is y'all want to kind of brown nose and or kiss behind the white people. So white people tell you all this negativity about us, and y'all down with it. But white people don't tell y'all we don't go around them talking crazy like this because they'll beat our ass. So what happened to us, white people taught y'all to disrespect. You came around, one of you groups came around us with the disrespect. You got stumped out, and then, oh, these black people are violent. No, you're just disrespectful, and you got touched up for it. That's what actually happens, and then it gets to a point where our interactions are less and less and less and less and less. And then as you get older, we hop in and hop out of places if we like something about something. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go out, we out. I'm not gonna stick. If I like something that a group does, I check that out and I'm dipping. That's it. And usually when I say if I like something, it's usually food. I like that food. My order to go, I'm out. But these scenarios keep popping up on social media, and black people ain't in the room. Well, black Americans ain't in the room, or FBA ain't in the room. And for us, this is a we're comfortable with this because it's just like being around white people. When you get white people online, have you dated a black man? With the black community, and with the black community, it's like, and then you see the Hispanics doing it with the black community. What the fuck? We ain't even in the room. We ain't even in the event, and we're coming up in your conversations. But y'all think, but when black people are alone and this is how they talk about us. No, we don't give a fuck about y'all like that. If we talk about y'all amongst ourselves, it's saying, did you see that? Yeah, I saw that stupid shit. That's it. We're not walking around, man. No, no. The closest you're gonna get is people that they used to have a criminal mind, who the black community just left alone. They could have cleaned themselves up. They still got a criminal mind, but they'll hit you with but the white folks over there, they do that's usually people that black people go, man, get your bitch ass out of here, man. You've been hustling and scamming and playing games for years, and you use the white folks as we need to come together and unite so I can scam y'all again. That's basically what that is. But in a general sense, no, we don't, you know, we ain't worried about y'all. And you see like the videos, um like I see there's videos of African women talking about this, like, you guys cosplaying black men, but y'all, black men are beneath you. Black men ain't out here cosplaying Africans. You get what I'm saying? We're not out here cosplaying Caribbeans. And then going, oh man, they are so beneath me. They have no culture. Like, it's like, okay, bro. And I will say this: it shows something. It shows this level of disrespect is consistent because you want to hop in when it's in our culture when it's convenient, and hop out of the same culture and disrespect it. And we look at it like, dude, that's not something we do. We don't hop into your culture, and we enjoy it, we respect it, and we leave it at that. We don't, oh, they're so beneath me. But what winds up happening is a lot of y'all go, yes, y'all do. No, what happens is y'all don't like a response to disrespect. Like, let's just say if it was actually a black American who went to that spot, right? Wherever they was at, right? And they ordered some food, and the lady at the counter called uh the van and Akata, and he looked and he was like, "Bitch, what you say?" And then it's like, "Oh, oh, get out, get out, get out, get out! You are evil." Yeah, yeah. That's you see, they come in here. Mm-hmm. You're gonna skip over that, what you did, right? Because you've seen that in social media recently, where you had um black people and Hispanic and black Hispanics talking about going to a Hispanic place, and they started disrespecting that person in Spanish. Oh, you didn't know I knew what you were saying. It's like, oh, no, 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 that's not. It's like, no, bitch. But normally, here's the difference between a black American and a black person from abroad. If we go somewhere and you disrespect us, we're leaving. Fuck you. I'm not finna. If I went to a restaurant and you disrespect me, I'm not eating that food. Fuck out of here. You gonna take hell no. I'm not taking that shit. If you gonna talk crazy about me, you you gonna do something to this food. No, no, we're not that kind of people. Bullshit, you're not. Bullshit, you're not. And for all you black people who have quote unquote black American names that people, if y'all order food to go, don't don't use your quote unquote black name. Use use a letter. You know that just that blah blah to save yourself the trouble. But this video goes into that. Oh, I thought it wasn't. I thought y'all don't disrespect us. Cause see, you see how there's a difference between we got called African booty scratchers as kids and an adult going into a restaurant and getting a slur thrown at him when he's actually of the same nationality and ethnicity. But hey, man, like I said, this is not actually our problem. This is y'all problem. And wait a minute, I'm gonna say this. The white folks that y'all like so much can't wait to kick y'all ass out. And the more y'all do this, and the more we see this, and the more we go, y'all over there, we over here, y'all about to get a good introduction to actual white America, and we don't want to hear that we brothers after that. That's why to me. That's why it seems like some of y'all like, we all brothers. No, we're not. No, we're not. Like y'all all African. No, no, we're not. No, we're not. Because you can't invite us into being African and call us an Akata at the same time. No, thank you. But I'm out. Peace.